Okay, so male sexual response. There was a publication in 1966 which divided intercourse into four recognizable phases. So during sex, how does a male feel? This is in relation with male because women have multiple orgasms. So I'm talking about male. Sex feeling. How do they feel? Yeah, there is an excitement stage, plateau, orgasm, and resolution. This led to the therapy for sexual dysfunction in males. Sexual intercourse is also known as coitus, coition, or copulation. Okay, so the male sexual organ, I explained that it has a dorsal artery, dorsal vein, and the rest. So go and revise your anatomy lecture. Then the penis is innervated by the dorsal nerve of penis and the internal pudendal nerve, which arise from the sacral spinal cord. Both autonomic and somatic motor fibers carry impulses from the integrating center to the penis. So, for sympathetic activation, the penis is induced to erect in response to input from the special senses. That is what you see, what touches you, your body, what you feel, causes you to have your sexual arousal. If in sexual thoughts, somebody telling you things about sex, you seeing pornographic images on TV. But for parasympathetic activation of the penis or cause of erection due to parasympathetic activation, is in response to direct touching of the penis or stimulation of the penis. When during oral sex, your wife will hold your penis and be moving it up and down and whatever. So that causes stimulation of the penis. There is also the excitement and the plateau stage. And the excitement is countered by vasocongestion, that is swelling of the genitals with blood, muscle tension, that's myotonia, and this all increases heart rate, blood pressure, and pulmonary ventilation. The bulbal urethra or Kappa's gland secrete their fluid. The bulbal urethra glands secrete their fluid, initiated by a broad spectrum of erotic stimuli. Erection of the penis is due to parasympathetic triggering of nitric oxide secretion. This causes dilation of deep arteries and filling of the lacunae within the penis. The vasocongestion as a result of stimulation of the penis causes the testicles to become 50% larger during excitement. So during sexual excitement phase also, there is increase in the vital statistics of the male. The heart rate increases, blood pressure is elevated, pulmonary ventilation is also activated or increased. The plateau phase, this is the variables such as respiratory rate, heart rate, and blood pressure still stays increased. There's marked or elevated increase in vasocongestion and myotonia. The muscles of the penis become so strong, and this lasts for a few seconds or a few minutes before orgasm. So we can see parasympathetic signals, stimulation of the penis. Okay, so orgasm and ejaculation. What is orgasm or climax? It's a short but intense reaction that is usually marked by a discharge of semen and lasts 3 to 15 seconds. During orgasm, heart rate, blood pressure, and breathing is greatly elevated. Ejaculation occurs in two stages: emission, expulsion. sympathetic nervous system stimulates peristalsis, which propels sperm through the duct, that's the vas deferens, into the urethra as glandular secretions are added. Whereas expulsion of the semen in the urethra activates somatic and sympathetic reflex that stimulate muscular contractions that lead to expulsion. So expulsion is removing the semen from the urethra. And these are all guided by sympathetic activation and parasympathetic activation. So ejaculation and orgasm are not the same. So read on. Okay, so what does Viagra do? When somebody is having impotency, or Viagra, when you take in this Viagra, which is a sexual enhancement drug or aphrodisiac, what does it do? We have sexual stimulation. So there should be flow of blood to the erectile muscles or the blood vessels in the penis, which causes vasodilation. And nitric oxide activates granulate cyclase to become an active granulate cyclase. And granulate cyclase now will pick up this high energy compound, that is guanosine triphosphate, and cyclicize it to become cyclic GMP with the release of energy. And this causes vasodilation and erection. But what phosphodiesterase inhibitors like Viagra, this drug Viagra, what it does is to degrade cyclic GMP. So phosphodiesterase 5 degrades cyclic GMP so that there will not be vasodilation and erection. So if cyclic GMP is degraded by phosphodiesterase, there will be loss of erection. So erection should be promoted. So phosphodiesterase inhibitor is this drug, and it's supposed to prevent this phosphodiesterase 5 from degrading cGMP so that vasodilation can continue. But if this drug is not there, then phosphodiesterase 5 will degrade cGMP to cause loss of erection. But if this drug is there, it will stimulate, it will inhibit phosphodiesterase 5 to it will inhibit it from degrading cGMP. Therefore, cGMP will abound in the blood to cause vasodilation and erection. So read on. Then, sexually transmitted diseases. So we can see chlamydia, gonorrhea, syphilis, viral STDs, genital warts, and the rest. Go and read. So resolution phase of sex is when the body's variables return to pre-existing state, meaning the heart rate, congestion in the penis, pulmonary heart rate, congestion in the penis, pulmonary pulmonary ventilation, blood pressure, all return to normal levels. That is what we call resolution phase. Cardiovascular and respiratory responses return to normal levels. This time you have ejaculated and you are fine, and you are just sitting down waiting for another section. So you become so sensitive. Refractory period is the period following resolution, in which it is usually impossible for a male to attain another erection or orgasm, and may last for 10 minutes to a few hours, depending on the kind of human being we are having. Some people, their refractory period can be 50 minutes, some can be 2 days, some can be 1 hour, some can be 5 minutes. So after ejaculation, when will you become sensitive again, or when will you feel like you want to have sex again? That is what we call the refractory period. Plus, this is the end of physiology of the male reproductive system. We will now be tackling the physiology of the female reproductive system in our next lecture. and that will be next week. Thank you very much for being my audience.